Hello, I'm Kabalamat, and this is episode 7 of Rule the Waves 2 Let's Play China. China is currently at war with Germany, and we've just captured the formerly German possession of Kiautschou Bay, which is here. This means that Germany doesn't have anything in Northeast Asia anymore. They do have some territories in Southeast Asia, but because they don't have anything in Northeast Asia, it's hard for them to base ships there. So let's have a look at what ships they do have there. They have one battle cruiser and some lighter ships. And we've got 4 battle cruisers there. In Southeast Asia, we've got 3 battle cruisers and 2 pre-dreadnoughts. And the Germans also have some small forces there. So I think we'll keep our disposition of forces roughly what it is at the moment. Let's see what the Germans have in other parts of the world. They seem to have moved most of their fleet back to Germany. I suspect that the Germans are probably going to capitulate fairly soon, particularly once we've built all our submarines up, because that will start having a big effect on them. So let's play the next move. Convoy defence, accept. So we've got a convoy, and our convoy is defended by 2 battle cruisers and a whole load of destroyers. And looking at these battle cruisers, they're both 23 knots. They're both the old type. They've armed with 6 11-inch guns, but they're not wonderful ships, but they are okay ships. Unknown ship sighted. Let's see where the enemy are. And the enemy appear to be down here somewhere. So we'll investigate. And the enemy seem to have quite a lot of ships. Let's see what sort of ships they've got. So they've got a Berlin cruiser, a heavy cruiser, the Prinz Heinrich, which is armed with 4 8-inch guns. The Berlins are armed with 4-inch guns, so they're a bit crap. And they've got a destroyer. So we seem to outclass their ships quite a bit. So let's engage them. And I'm going to move my force over to flotilla attack, so that will encourage the destroyers to launch their torpedoes. Let's see what's happening up here. So this is their heavy ship. I'm going to move my battleships, my battle cruisers, towards their heavy cruiser, because they will be the ones who are most able to do damage to it. So their heavy cruiser's now been hit by a torpedo, which is good. So these destroyers can now go towards their destroyer. In fact, this light cruiser can go towards their destroyer as well. Their heavy cruiser is it's only got light damage, but once my battle cruisers move up to it, it will have a good deal more than light damage. It would be really nice in this game if you could give a ship an order to attack a specified enemy ship, and then it would automatically change course to pursue it. But unfortunately you can't do that, so we'll just have to manage with that. And let's see what damage my 2 capital ships have done. So he's scored 11 hits with his 11-inch guns, and the other one has scored 4 hits. And let's see how the first one was hit. The first one's been hit by 3 medium hits, they're going to be probably 8-inch, but the amount of damage that's done to the Prinz Heinrich is going to destroy it almost certainly. And his destroyer is now stationary, so that's probably been sunk. And it looks like I'm torpedoing his heavy cruiser. His destroyer is now sunk, and his heavy cruiser will almost certainly be sunk soon because it's been hit by a vast number of shells. And this Berlin class is heavily damaged. This Berlin class is medium damage. And this Berlin class is now stationary, and my cruiser is going to attack it. Chengping hit by torpedo. And I'm going to move my destroyers to attack his Berlin class. Last ship belonging to Germany is sinking. Okay, so I sank all their ships. Unfortunately, I lost a battle cruiser, so that's a defeat for me, unfortunately. It's only an old battle cruiser, mind. Widespread demonstrations and serious disturbances reported in Germany. That's good news. Only the Navy can win the war. And we're sinking some merchant ships. We really want to build merchant raiders now, so that's what I'm going to build next. Right, okay. Let's see about building some merchant raiders. We've got loads of anti-submarine warfare, loads of destroyers, a battleship under completion, loads of submarines, but I'm going to look at building a merchant raider. So this merchant raider, I'm going to give it an air capacity of 1 so that when we do get aircraft, it will automatically have one. It's got 3 torpedoes, 6 6-inch guns, 8 4-inch guns, so it's quite well armed. It's only got a speed of 24. Maybe we could bump that speed down a bit. Yeah, if we bump the speed down to 23, well, I think we'll give it long range instead of extreme range. That also allows the speed to be bumped down a bit as well, so that makes things a bit cheaper. And it's got a torpedo defense of 1, so that's going to cost 700 a month. So let's build that. We'll call that the Raider. Fire control, not the best type available. And we're going to give it central firing. And that will take 2 months. So that's all we're building this move, and that's everything we can do for now. So let's make the next move. Enemy coastal raid, accept. So we've got a pre-dreadnought, a heavy cruiser, 3 light cruisers, and a load of destroyers. And we'll just have them sailing on, and let's see what happens. Unknown ship sighted. Okay, so they've spotted something. That means we can attack the enemy ship. And what sort of ship do they have? It's a battleship. Okay. So our Hybig is going to move away from it. Do we know what sort of battleship it is? No. Medium damage, whatever it is. Now we've got 2 battleships, so we should be beating the Germans here. It's a Hessen class, and I'm manoeuvring my ship so that I'm either side of it, and this means that I will be able to intercept it a lot more easily. Right, I now have it surrounded, so let's move in for the kill. And as before, I'm going to put my ships on flotilla attack to encourage them to fire their torpedoes. Whether that does or not, I think it does, I'm not 100% sure. That scored 1 hit with a 10-inch gun. And that scored 2 hits with a 10-inch gun. Excellent. What about the Hessen? That's armed with 4 11-inch guns and it's got 9-inch armour. What's this done? That's not scored any hits with its 9-inch gun. It's got 1 7-inch hit, and that's it. Okay. And this Hybig needs to start obeying orders again. High strong hit by torpedo. Okay. I really should be able to beat this German force of just 1 ship with 2 battleships. There's another torpedo I've launched. And what's that doing? That's the one that's been torpedoed. So that can go to port. Where's the nearest port? It's in Swatow, which is here. I'll put that down to 9 and it can go in that direction. And this one can go this way. And Germany has no ships left at sea. Let's see how badly damaged it was. The Hessen, 56 medium hits, 62 light hits, no torpedoes or bombs. But it was sunk, but I lost one of my battleships, the High Strong, which was a bit of a crappy battleship, so I'm not really vastly fussed by that. And let's get out of that scenario. So, Cotton has finished her working up. Fuching has condenser trouble. Our ship has commissioned into the Navy. We should take the chance to. And oh, no border changes. Does that mean that they get Kiachi Bay back? The Navy can fight on if needed. Yeah. Okay. And let's play the next move. Widespread demonstrations and serious disturbances in Germany. And they've all got, their signs are all in Russian, so I suspect they're probably Russian saboteurs. Examination of captured enemy munitions. Go to build screen, and we're going to build a raider. And how many can we build? Let's build another one. So we're now building 2 raiders. Let's play the next move. Convoy attack. Accept. So we're attacking their convoy. They're unable to challenge our forces in the area. 2 corvettes are commissioned into the Navy. Hull construction advances, basic weight control, and they're still winning the trade war. We've got 3 raiders and they've got 3 as well, but they seem to be sinking more ships. We've only got 2 submarines currently. And let's have a look what our anti-submarine warfare ships are doing. We're going to put all of these into trade protection. And let's play the next move. Cruiser action, accept. German declines battle. Convoy descents, accept. It looks like the Germans don't have anything there. Let's play the next move. We've commissioned a submarine. We've commissioned a KE. Our technology sharing agreement with Japan has been a great benefit to our research efforts in submarines. And more trade war stuff. We've sunk 2 ships and they've sunk 3. And let's play the next move. Let's have a look to see. Yeah, so our subs are going to all be finishing quite fairly soon, so that's good. And we'll just keep pressing on. I think we'll build another raider. So we're moving some of our existing ships as raiders, and we're also building a new purpose-built raider. So let's press on with the next move. Enemy coastal raid, accept. And we've got a battle cruiser. So we've got 2 battle cruisers and a load of destroyers. And where's the enemy? And we've found the enemy. Okay, that's good. And our forces are going to span out and they're going to investigate near where the enemy are. Where are the enemy? Oh, enemy? Where are you? And he seems to be down there. Okay, so let's zoom in. And we'll get rid of these reports because they're not really very helpful anymore. Delete reports. Okay, so the enemy are here. That's good because we know what we can do with them. And what have the enemy got? They've got a Nürnberg and another ship. Okay. They seem to be getting away, so I'm going to put everything on top speed. And all my ships need to, they go in this direction. And we've got them. Right, so the Germans are in amongst our ships. So we all need to go to where the Germans are. And we need to go into flotilla attack. Let's see what the Chang Chen has done. It's scored no hits with its main guns, 1 with its secondary, and 3 with its tertiary, which is not particularly wonderful. So one of my destroyers, the Camphor, was hit by a torpedo. And they've got a ship here and they've got another ship here. So these ones can go for this ship here. These ones can go for the ship here. And the Camphor 2 is not going to really do anything, is it? And that's going to slow down to cruising speed, as is this. Yeah, so this one is stationary, so it's been fairly heavily damaged. This one seems to be moving slowly. Chang Chen hit by a torpedo. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. So the Nymph has been heavily damaged. And let's see what. Yeah, I've scored 2 11-inch hits on it. I've also scored 2 4-inch hits and 2 7-inch hits. So I think that one's probably sunk. And the Chang Chen's probably heavily sunk. His other one's heavily sunk. So let's see where my port is. I've got a port here and a port here. This is probably the closest port. So they're going to make for Haiku. Germany has no ships left at sea and I lost a destroyer. Okay. Fighter Bloemenvoss BV-85. Can we buy aircraft from anyone? Light cruiser armour configuration, improved airships. So we're winning the trade war now slightly. Can we buy aircraft from anyone? Right, who are we on good terms with? We're on good terms with the Japanese and the Americans. The Americans have probably got better ships. Let's say we want to buy a float plane scout. So if we buy this one, buy license, yes. And can we do flying boats? We'll do the Bristol Bulldog flying boat. Can we buy a license for that? Buy license. No, because we're not on good enough terms with them. And for a fighter, well, we can buy from the Japanese, buy license from the Japanese. Okay, so that allows us to buy some aircraft And we can probably build an AV now. Let's see if we can build an AV. Not invented seaplane carriers. Okay, so we can't build an AV. Okay. So the Germans can't really do us any damage, but nor can we invade any of their other possessions. So I think this war's going to fizzle out fairly soon. But let's play the next move. So we're equal in terms of trade. We've got 4 submarines. We're building a load more. And let's have a look at our submarines. So we've got loads of submarines that are just about to build. Next move. Cruiser action, accept. So we've got 2 battle cruisers, and let's start again. Unknown ship sighted, and that's where the Germans are, so let's move into back them. And the Germans have got multiple ships. And let's see what the Germans have got. So they've got a Von der Tann class, not the Von der Tann because we've sunk it. And they've also got a Königsberg class light cruiser, which is armed with 4-inch guns, so it's not particularly good. And so what I'm going to do is our cruisers are armed with that's 6-inch and 4-inch guns. And this one is also armed with 6-inch and 4-inch guns, so they will engage his light cruiser, and my battleships will engage, my battle cruisers rather will engage his battle cruiser, and my destroyers will come in each side. So these destroyers will come in here somewhere, and these destroyers this destroyer can move off to the side, and these destroyers can come here. These light cruisers need to move towards his light cruiser. And what's happening with these cruisers? Let's have a look at my Changqian. So it's hit him twice and has been hit with 8 heavy hits and 14 medium hits. That's not good at all. I'm going to move that out of the way. And that's going to go back into the pursuit. Cheng Po is going to move closer to the enemy. We've now got my destroyers are now either side of the enemy, which means that they can now close in and squeeze him. And hopefully I'll be able to get a torpedo attack against him. not. And he's getting rather close to my destroyers now, which is very good. So these can now go into a torpedo run. And these destroyers can also get into a torpedo run. And the Cheng-Po has not been hit by anything, so it needs to get right close to his Von der Tann. Königsberg hit by a torpedo. We don't really care about the Königsberg that much. But we do care about his Von der Tann. Which will continue to pursue. How is his Von der Tann doing? It is light damage and 20 knots. And let's move everything. What's this doing? That's got 4 torpedoes left, so if that can get in the path of the enemy, that would be excellent. What's our Cheng-Po doing? So Cheng-Po has scored 5 hits. Chang Chien has scored 15 hits and has been hit 21 times and has now got flotation issues, which is not good at all. Okay, I think that the Chang Chien needs to retire. Let's have one last pass of the enemy. And I'm going to switch on flotilla attack. Heavy damage. Okay. These have got lots of torpedoes left, haven't they? And how fast is he going? 5 knots. Last ship belonging to Germany is sinking. Germany has no ships left at sea, and I lost 3 destroyers. So that's good. And let's get out of that. We must improve our accounting practices. Seaplane carrier. We can now build seaplane carriers. That's good. Chinese raider has been forced to scuttle for lack of fuel. That's because it's only got a medium range. But anyway, let's build a seaplane carrier now. And this seaplane carrier has got 5 aircraft. It's got an impressive armament of 6-inch and 4-inch guns. Later on, these guns, particularly the 4 inches, are going to become anti-aircraft guns, so they'll be dual purpose. It's going to cost 12,000 and it will be built over 20 months. So let's build that. And let's see where we are. We've got building a load of raiders. We've got a battle cruiser building. We're going to build an AV, and we've got a whole load of destroyers building. And we've also got a load of submarines that are about to be finished. So we're building a load of ships. We're still at war with Germany. Germany is probably going to capitulate fairly soon. There's not really a great deal of advantage in them continuing the war. But that's the end of this episode, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, can you press the like button and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all on the next episode.